Happy Wednesday, everybody. I've been getting the call for a while to do a video, but a video that's kind of in flow. So some of you know, I just got back from about a 10-day trip in Sedona, and it was, that's my third time that I've been there, and it's been activating in different ways each time. And in this time in particular, there were messages that were coming through for me periodically throughout this trip. And so there's themes that have been coming up that I've been wanting to share. So I'm going to just go ahead and trust this process and drop into my flow state and just allow messages to come through. And I haven't done a video like this in a while. So if you haven't seen these videos, it's basically, I am going to drop in, I'm going to do a little bit of toning, some light language might come through if that helps kind of raise the frequency and raise the vibration so that I can start to channel any messages that want to come through. So if you're in a place to join me, you might close your eyes and just feel these messages and just know that the messages are meant to be felt. And sometimes they won't necessarily be understood logically with your cognitive mind, but you will be able to understand them maybe with your unconscious mind through feelings and senses. So let's go ahead and just see what comes through. And sometimes I yawn with these videos too, or with these integrations, because that's how the energy starts to move. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of all of those connected to us in this moment. And help me to bring forth any messages for the collective, for those that are drawn to watching this video, that will be in their highest and best good at this time. Sometimes my throat is starting to activate. I'm feeling some tension in my throat, feeling an opening in the back of my heart. I'm hearing that there's lots of throat energy. I'm hearing that there's many at this time that fear change, and they're showing it to me in two separate ways. So what I'm seeing is there's two ways that this is expressing itself or showing up for people in their lives. One way is that many people are fearing the changes that they see happening in their own world and in the world around us, and many are actually feeling afraid of no changes happening. And so this message is for those of you that are that are in that position of either way, feeling a little bit afraid of change. And actually in this moment I'm feeling and seeing this beautiful tree, and I don't remember the name of it. It starts with an M. It's a beautiful tree that I saw in Sedona, and they're showing this to me because it's symbolic for what they're trying to bring through. An the kikiania na shishia unia kankanya. Bone shishi nia nia kanya shishi kikini una sisiana. So what I'm seeing right now is like the snake and this tree, and they look very similar because they weave. It's death and rebirth is actually the message that I'm receiving in this moment. And this tree they're showing me is, I don't know, maybe I can find a picture of it and post it so that it gives some reference at some point. But this tree represents death and rebirth, and because the old is there and the new is growing over top of it. And it actually sheds as well. So there's parts of the tree that are shedding at the same time as the new growth is like growing into the old growth. So I see it in my eye, I see the picture, but maybe I can portray this in another way after this video. I'm also seeing snake medicine, that shedding process. And so many of you are feeling that shedding. And it might feel, they're saying like you might feel cold, like it might feel cold, might feel dark, cold, because you're shedding so many layers that you might feel vulnerable, unprotected. I don't know what this means, but I heard the word swept, like swept up, and this is a little bit of going both directions here, but swept up in what's happening externally and afraid of what's happening. And the message is to stay very present only with what's happening right now. And this is going to bring you into balance. This is a balanced, it's an invitation to become more balanced at this time, where it's so easy to be swept up in moving out of this present moment exactly as it is, exactly as what is occurring, exactly as your body is feeling, exactly as life is unfolding. Because we have in kind of channel mode here. So this is information that's coming through really fast. As we are moving into a space of no time, and we're moving into a space of creating consciously from each now moment, we are creating a completely new path that's outside of any form of destiny, any form of karma, any form of, they're showing me like train tracks, like we're moving out of this, how do I say this? We're moving out of the space where we just follow the train tracks and we just allow this preset course, this destined karmic path in our life to just continue, and we ride it. They're saying that they're actually showing the train going off the tracks, but not in a bad way or a fearful way. It's that way of doing things is now completed, and we're being asked to fully step into being fully responsible, fully in charge of our destiny or our life. And so they're asking, what do you want? What do you choose? And that actually might be really scary, as humanity has been used to just riding the train tracks, is what they're saying. It's a whole new way of playing in this reality, or playing the game, is what they're saying. Dog or dist an kantiana shishia, donia shankantia shishi, bonta kanya shishiania kanana shishi, bonia kanya shishiti kikiania namanya. They're saying that your roots to the earth, to Mother Earth, are important at this time. And so everyday grounding, every day aligning your energy with the center of the earth, aligning your own energy center with the energy center of the earth, and remembering that this anchor, this, they're saying ley line, but it feels like an anchor. This anchor or ley line that connects you to the center of the earth will be your food. Not sure. It will be what nourishes and supports you through this phase. There's a little bit of a tumultuous phase happening right now as we're in 0 point. We're at this point of not knowing where we're going. And so many of us have felt as though we've been here for a while, and maybe this whole last year has felt that way in gestation and this 0 point, but they're wanting you to know that you're just about to be birthed. And it's not going to be like it has been. For a lot of people, lots of activation. A lot of people that are listening right now, your rebirth is going to be in like March or April. That's just coming through really strongly, that March and April is when you're going to start to see and feel and really be able to understand and have hindsight for what this whole year, this, not just this year, but this whole process has been about. And so they're asking you to use this time wisely, be patient, be loving to yourself and those around you. For in the spring, there will be more unity, more togetherness. I'm just seeing children playing together again. It's really beautiful. So don't be afraid of the change. Don't be afraid of the lack of change. You're exactly where you need to be. Masters, teachers, and loved ones, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing your messages with us today. And those that are tuning into this video, we ask that their personal connection with their own personal higher self and guides can be strengthened, and that they can have direct access to their own wisdom and intuition. Thank you, thank you, thank you.